Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Investor Gossip. My name is Anissa, and you are watching Investor Gossip. Now, here at Investor Gossip, we focus on educating you from zero. Okay, we basically focus on the complete beginner. Our goal is to take you from zero to intermediate in a matter of weeks. Okay. So if you watch my videos in sequence, you should not have any problem grasping the concepts that I'm going to be discussing, okay? So if you watch any of the previous videos, you know we've talked about what cryptocurrency is, we've talked about what decentralized finance is, we've talked about how to evaluate a project, how to start off with a small amount of money. We've talked about a various number of topics. So please make sure you go down, check some of the links down below, because I did link a few videos down below on the videos that I really want you all to watch, okay? So today we're going to talk about blockchain technology. If you have been anywhere in the cryptocurrency world, you've kind of been feeling around, you've probably heard this term, but you kind of are not familiar with exactly what it is. And if you've never heard of it, even better, fret no more. I'm gonna get you abreast on exactly what you need to know, okay? So we're gonna start off with what exactly blockchain technology is, okay? So blockchain technology is a digital database of stored information. This information cannot be manipulated, making it immutable. Now, when we say immutable, guys, immutable means that because all of these computers are connected through nodes, it makes it impossible for one computer to kind of go off to the side and do its own thing and say, hey, I saw this, I'm recording this information. It can't do that because the other computers will point it out and be like, you're wrong. We all got this information, okay? So the computers all are synced together by computer nodes. And like I said, one computer cannot go astray because all of the other computers will point it out. And there are thousands of computers across the world that are computer nodes for, like I said, it's irreversible, it's set in stone. It's a reversible timeline of data, okay? Now, the reason why it's called blockchain is because what happens is you have a block, right? This represents the information. In this block, you have things that are going to be stored in here. Like, let's just say if you and I exchanged, funds through a wallet, okay? Inside of this block would be the sender, the recipient, the time, the amount. All of these things would be in the block. Once this transaction is complete, it would be sealed. It cannot be altered. And then a chain for the next piece of information from another transaction would be stored on the following block. Now, the block that you and I had would be attached to the previous block through a chain. Now, all of this is done in chronological order. So this makes it, none of this information can be altered. And the example that I like to use when I'm telling people about blockchain technology, the easiest way to explain it is when a baby is born. When a baby is born, you have a time, a day, and you have the hospital that the baby was born, okay? Now, these things cannot be argued by the people that are in the room. You have the doctors, the nurses, I don't know if you all have ever seen a baby born or if you've ever, had a baby or whatever, but you see there are like a number of people in the room. So when the baby is born, you have someone who records it. They say, hey, they look at the clock on the wall or they look at their watch and they say, the time is this. That is the time that the baby is recorded as being born, okay? Now, everybody's in that room. We none of us really can argue on the day and the time. But what makes it tricky is when you get ready to go get a birth certificate. Now, you have people out here who make birth certificates. So it's someone out here who can say, hey, that baby was not born on July 23rd at 5:30 p.m. That baby was born on July 28th in a whole nother year at 5:28. That you have people who make fake documents to push their agenda forward. But the blockchain would make it impossible for that to happen, because what would happen is there would not be a birth certificate physical in your hand anymore. It would all be digital on the blockchain. Now, all of this would be password encrypted, but the doctors in the hospital would record, hey, this baby was born at 5:18 p.m. at this time, on this date at this hospital. So no one would be able to argue that, because it will all be on the blockchain. Another example of blockchain technology would be if you are moving, let's just say you're a landlord, you own properties, and you have a new tenant, right? So the old way of doing contracts was, well, it's kind of the new way, but it would be the old way once blockchain technology is prevalent. The way now is they email you a contract or whatever, you sign the lease contract, and they release the keys to you, whether they do it through a box or they do it, some other way. Somehow that is the way that they are able to get you. You still have to sign though. With smart contracts, you would not have to sign, because what would happen is, let's just say okay, they say they want $2,000 security deposit. So you would have your $2,000 security deposit already prepared, and the landlord would put like maybe a keypad, kind of like they do on Airbnbs. They would put a keypad on the door. Once you put that password in that the landlord gave you, giving you access to that property, once you put the password in on the keypad, that would automatically release the funds to the landlord, and it would give you access to the keys. Now, you would not have to sign anything, because it is already understood that if you got entry into the unit and you took those keys and the landlord got those funds, it would automatically be understood that contract has been initiated and it's concrete, okay? So that is another example of how blockchain technology would revolutionize everything in life as we know it right now, right before our eyes, okay? Blockchain technology is most commonly used. It automatically releases new coins into circulation. This comes in handy when you're talking about miners, because in Bitcoin, in order for the network to be stabilized and to run efficiently, you have nodes all over the world, and all of these computer nodes, they communicate with each other. Now with Bitcoin, in order for the transaction to be recorded, the computers go into a simulation where they have to solve this crazy mathematical problem, and whichever computer solves this mathematical problem, it automatically distributes out these tokens to that computer or the person who's running that computer, and they have access to those tokens. So blockchain technology is the latest technology to be used in Web 3.0. Now, you may have heard about Web 3.0, especially with Facebook doing their rollout late 2021, talking about their metaverse. And metaverse has been everywhere. Everyone has been talking about metaverse. Metaverse is like the new biggest hype outside of NFTs in the technology realm. So basically, Web 3.0 is basically the latest technology that blockchain is going to help facilitate. And Web 3.0 basically focuses on decentralization, DeFi, cryptocurrency, smart contracts, that sort of thing, okay? Now, the way that all of this is recorded on the blockchain is through cryptography. Now, cryptography is, to my understanding, in layman's terms, is basically the language that is communicated on the blockchain. Like, we speak English when we're talking to each other. If you're watching this video, you obviously are speaking English because you can understand. You obviously know how to speak English because you can understand exactly what I'm saying right now. Cryptography is just the way that the information is recorded onto the blockchain. Blockchain technology, guys. Whew. This is really going to revolutionize a lot of things, and this is really going to change the way that, you know, we operate in everyday life. And I'm going to do, my next video is going to be specifically about how blockchain technology will change the way that we do everything, the way we educate our children, the way that we live our day-to-day lives. And I really want millennials to zoom in on that. So I'm going to do another video on why we need to learn blockchain technology, for the simple fact we're still out here earning money. And blockchain technology with AI and all of these things, it's going to put a lot of people out of work. It's going to take a lot of people out of their careers, and we still have the most earning potential as millennials. So it is important for us to really understand blockchain technology so that when it does become mainstream, we are not caught off guard. Okay. And it's also important that you educate your children on blockchain technology, because that's going to be the new way of them doing everything. They're going to pick it up slowly through just, you know, through school and being around their friends and going on the internet. They're going to pick it up. Their brains are, their brains, they don't know much. So they're soaking in everything. Whereas us, we know what the old way of doing things were. So we may be a little bit more resistant, but we have to adapt to it, for the simple fact, like I said, we still have the most earning potential out here in the world. Whereas, you know, the boomers, they're kind of, you know, their earning potential is slowly dwindling away. But a lot of us, we have 20, 30 years that we're going to be in the workforce. So we really, really have to pay attention to the technology that is going to be implemented in our everyday lives, guys. I hope this video was extremely helpful. I'm just a regular schmegular girl. I didn't go to MIT. I'm not a tech geek or anything. So I just wanted to make this video as easy to understand as possible. If I did a great job, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you think this video was helpful, if you want to see future videos like this, and subscribe, guys, because I'm going to be dropping a whole lot more videos about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, NFTs, smart contracts, decentralized finance. I am just a regular girl that loves to gossip about finance. That is my #1 passion. I love it. And cryptocurrency is something that I have fallen absolutely in love with. So I'm extremely passionate about this, and I just want to relay that message to you all and educate you all as much as possible. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.